Hello everyone! Welcome back to the Quiz Deck. Today's challenge is, would you rather? Get ready to make some tough choices and see what you would pick. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new quiz. Would you rather drink pickle juice or eat a spoon of mustard? Would you rather only eat frozen food or only eat spicy food? Would you rather have chocolate that tastes like fish or fish that tastes like chocolate? Would you rather eat a worm-shaped candy or a candy-shaped worm? Would you rather never eat pizza again or never eat burgers again? Would you rather find a frog in your backpack or a lizard on your pillow? Would you rather walk through a dark forest or a dark tunnel? Would you rather be chased by a bee or be chased by a goose? Would you rather have a spider crawl on your arm or a snake slither past your foot? Would you rather sleep next to a graveyard or sleep alone in a giant empty mall? Would you rather bite a lemon or bite a raw onion? Would you rather get a paper cut or bump your funny bone? Would you rather step on a Lego or step on a thorn? Would you rather have brain freeze for a day or hiccups for a day? Would you rather have a house made of candy or a house made of gold? Would you rather be able to fly or be able to turn invisible? Would you rather have unlimited video games or unlimited toys? Would you rather own a pet dragon or own a pet dinosaur? Would you rather get $1,000 now or like this video and get a surprise? Would you rather always lose one sock or always have a squeaky shoe? Would you rather have slow internet forever or a dying phone battery forever? Would you rather always be too hot or always be too cold? Would you rather wait in a long line or be stuck in slow traffic? Would you rather wear this hairstyle or wear these glasses? Would you rather have blue hair or green teeth? Would you rather trip in front of your crush or spill juice on yourself at school? Would you rather wear your clothes backwards all day or wear two different shoes? Would you rather know what people think of you or never know at all? Would you rather be famous but poor or rich but unknown? Would you rather read minds or see the future? Would you rather never be sad again or never be scared again? Would you rather never watch YouTube again or never play games again? Would you rather give up dessert forever or give up your favorite drink forever? Would you rather never celebrate your birthday or never go on vacation again? Would you rather lose your homework or lose your favorite toy? Would you rather ride in this hot air balloon or on this roller coaster? Would you rather live in this treehouse or in this underground base? Would you rather sneeze glitter or cry rainbow tears? Would you rather have a nose that glows or ears that wiggle when you're happy? Would you rather talk in a whisper forever or shout everything forever? Would you rather have a tail like a cat or wings like a bird? Would you rather watch a boring movie or subscribe to this channel and watch something amazing? Would you rather lose your memory or lose your voice? Would you rather live without music or live without books? Would you rather time travel to the past or to the future? Would you rather have a robot best friend or a talking pet? Would you rather live in a world without ice cream or a world without candy? Would you rather be super strong or be super smart? Would you rather talk to animals or speak every language in the world? Would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands? Amazing job making it to the very end! Which choice was the toughest for you? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this challenge, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the next quiz on your screen. Thanks for playing, and we'll see you in the next challenge here on the Quiz Deck.